I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath. Was I not supposed to show that? Oh, crap. I think I might have just walked right into that. Crap. Did I just do so? Oh my god. Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Well, that thing is awfully big. I should have been able to see that. Well, yeah, I guess you did see it, though. You said it was a wooden statue. Yeah, I did. I recall we found this at Matt Ongard's mansion. But what would he... He paid him for the assassination. The guy did the assassinating. Why did he need him to carry something across the hallway to him? Couldn't he have just gotten it himself? Or did Adrian get it? But in that case... Maybe Adrian was locked in the room? Oh, I don't know. At the defendant's house? Yeah, it is. It was found there. What does this mean? I have no idea what it means. It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. Okay. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. There was a bunch of bears there, so that makes sense. Then the bear... So that's why he has all the things in him, is because he's wooden. Not because something was sewn up inside of him. Then the bear being found in Mr. Ongard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ongard is the killer's client. Were we too quick there? I think we were too quick. I don't think we should have presented that when we did. I got a bad feeling about this. This is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah, but I'm supposed to lose, but... Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. That's right, he did know about it. Did I show it too soon? Oh boy. Raise an objection? Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we've not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? I would like to go over the testimony some more, because I never really did. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I was done with that testimony. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. The person who received the bear, we already know. I want to look at the bear itself. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The place where we found the bear is the questionable thing. Because we know for sure that that bear got there because somebody put it in there from the other room. That's the only explanation for why we found it where we did. But the thing is, it was already in the living room when we went there the first time, so at some point it ended up in the other room. Somehow. Anyway. This was found at Mr. Ongard's mansion. However, Mr. Ongard was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh, yeah. There's that, too. So Adrian did get it then, didn't she? I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ongard who took this bear to the mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. But then, like, well, then you say, well, maybe the butler took it to the mansion because we saw the butler at the mansion. But the butler handed it to someone else. Now, if the butler took it to the mansion, why would he have handed it to someone else that night? And then they just give it back to him? I mean, what? Unless they were supposed to put something into it for him to take back there. And then there's still the matter of, why did it end up by the kitty door? If that even is important, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be. There was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew! Disaster averted. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Edgeworth, what do you got? You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Even so, the actors must play their parts. I remember it clear as day. I thought you hated spring breeze. No. I remember what you muttered to yourself at On Guard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. Did I say that? The Killer and On Guard were working together, so to speak, and the Killer was hiding at On Guard Mansion as its butler. What a bold move, yeah, I'd say. The bear figurine was brought back to On Guard Mansion by the Killer himself. Then why was he seen handing it to someone in the room? Whoa! Is that a robotic arm? Oh no, that's the costume, my bad. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. Wait, what is he saying? When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard... Oh, okay, because On Guard didn't know at this point in time that he was going to be arrested, so when they did come to arrest him, he had to get the bellboy to come back. Well, something, I don't know. Yeah, it would have been bad, but why? What does the bear even prove? I could have just left it with the rest of the bears and nobody would have said a thing, apparently, because they're all still in there. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to... I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony. What? There is still another one? Yes, there is. There has to be. There is indeed, Your Honor. I just threw my arm in the air, shaking my fist, even though I'm, like, barely able to follow this because there's so much going on in my head right now. And there isn't. It's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull? Just breathe. So I keep telling myself that, though. But we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? So he just said it, Powers' testimony, right? But... Wait a minute, whoa. He saw the costume, but Adrian was wearing the costume too. So it still could have been Adrian. Person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. That is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room, but all you could see was his arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of... What? How dare you interrupt me, Fox? Did you just shit your pants? If you're gonna scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. You're not Titus here. Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. You remembered what? I remembered who took the bear. You do? He's gonna say it was Matt On Guard because he saw the costume. You only saw his arm, but the arm was the Nickel Samurai's arm. Yeah, of course. Of course it was the Nickel Samurai's arm. You've got to be kidding! Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Now the question is, when was this? Because Adrian would have had to have time to go into the room, change into the costume, and come back before he went for the bear. When did he go for the... He took the bear straight out of the room straight away, though, right? Right after he committed the murder, so there's no way that it could actually be Adrian. I don't think, anyway. It looks like you dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. I know. So the person who took this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. As we all know, Matt On Guard is the Nickel Samurai. Yeah, of course. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit... There's still something missing here. I still say there has to be a reason why it was next to the door. Still no reason for this trial to continue. Oh, no, 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 no! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I didn't want to win. It wouldn't be right if I won. I was supposed to lose this case. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? This is it. This has to be it. This has to be the bad ending. Like, this has to be the point where it diverges, right here. If I hear the verdict, I've lost the case. I've lost Maya, probably. But justice prevails. If I raise an objection, I drag the case out, potentially save Maya. We could still get the right verdict. I'm going to raise an objection. I will now announce my objection! There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. What are you about to do, Phoenix? Dirty trick? That does not sound good at all. And remember, Mia's standing next to you. She could squash you in 2 seconds flat. You know how. Right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is a client of the assassin. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. But also there's the tip. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Is that possible? What if? Wait a minute. The real client. Oh, man. Is he gonna say it was Adrian? Tisk tisk. Is this all you have? I think it... Well, I mean, I am just bluffing here, though, right? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer, and therefore the real murderer? It's a lucky thing I only have to point out the person, and I don't have to explain why. Because... I don't know why Adrian seems too obvious. Is it possible... Let me just... Wait, is it possible that Juan Corrida could have hired somebody to kill himself? Is that possible? I never even considered that. Okay, he found the suicide. I was thinking something else about... I need to slow down here. Like, I can't just jump into this. Because there was something else I was thinking about that suicide note when I ran through the videos. What I was trying to figure out was why Celeste wanted... Or why Adrian wanted to burn the suicide note. She said she wanted to burn it. And my question was, if she was so hung up on trying to get Matt accused of this murder, why wouldn't she just let the suicide note get noticed? You know, why would she want to burn it? Like, the only reason she would want to burn it is to protect him. Because it had all that bad stuff about him in it. So the only reason she could possibly want to burn it would be to protect Matt. So why is she simultaneously wanting to protect him and also wanting to get him accused of this crime? But then I realized, well, she wanted to burn it, but that was before Juan got killed. After Juan got killed, she realized the extent that Matt would go to protect himself. And so she changed her mind, and that's why she was looking for the suicide note, so she could make it public herself, I guess. So she didn't want to burn it anymore once she realized that Juan got killed. But see, that's assuming that Matt killed Juan to protect himself from getting outed for all the stuff that was in the suicide note. But that doesn't make sense either, because Matt didn't even know about the suicide note. So Matt didn't know that Juan was going to do those. He didn't know about the press conference, so he didn't know that Juan was going to go and say all those things that night. So if he did kill Juan, it wasn't to protect himself from all this information that was about to get out. So now it's like, well, shit, you know? I'd really like to know what that suicide note said. And I'm wondering if that's even going to come up. There's so much shit here. Like, I don't know how in the world this could even remotely be close to over. And yet I can't help but feel that that point is bearing down on us. At any rate, so he's asking, who do you say is the real client, the real client of the killer and therefore the real murderer? Now, if we were to assume that it was Adrian, that she hired the killer, and got Matt to pay him, then it would have gone down like this. Butler went, collected payment, committed murder, went back with the wooden bear. What is so special about that wooden bear, though? What was... We just talked about this. What was so special about it? So there must have been something special about it, right? And gave it to either Matt or Adrian. Probably Matt. Because Adrian didn't discover the body till afterwards. And she didn't put on the suit till after she discovered the body, so... See, and there was also this period of time where Matt was sleeping. What if Celeste Impacts is still alive? No. It's not Old Bag, it's not Lotta Heart, I know that. What if Juan really did hire an assassin to kill himself, knowing that Matt would get accused of it? Because Adrian really did seem surprised by the dead body. So it wouldn't make sense for her to be surprised by it if she was in on it. Are we ever going to see that recording of the crime? Oh my god, there's that too! Ah! Jeez! Is there like one single fact that's going to tie all this together somehow? I think I'm just going to go with Adrian Andrews. It's the only really... I don't want to do this, because if I'm wrong about this, then she's going to probably try to kill herself, and I get this awful feeling that her killing herself is the bad ending. Fuck. Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Engarde for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. But that's the thing. She didn't put it on until after she found the body, so she wouldn't have been in there. I mean, it depends on, like, how the order of stuff went. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw, that could have very well been... That's what I was saying, too, but, did I get the stuff out of whack, the timeline or something? Maybe I did. But what about Mr. Engarde? If you please recall yesterday's testimony, he was sleeping. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Well, that is true. But she didn't get the costume until after the guy was murdered. So, if the guy murdered him and then came straight across and gave the bear to him straight away, there's no way she would have had time to get over there. So, I don't know. And finding this figure in Mr. Engarde's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Just another way for her to get him accused of the crime. I'm not buying that, but I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Thank you, Edgeworth. Tell me where I'm wrong, because I already believe that I am. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on. Anyone can tell OnGuard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable! It's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Oh my god, Phoenix, you are in a world of shit right now. You know that? All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Oh, shit. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Come on! Come on, please! Come on! Come on! Come on! Mr. Wright, even if you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to OnGuard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? There must be. But it's not the tape, because the tape was at the mansion. I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. I feel like once I know whatever it is, it's going to be really obvious suddenly, and then it's going to... So the court calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who will that be? Myself? Oh, Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Well, okay. I was going to say, you're going to call yourself as a witness. Your Honor? There is no liar quote that can even cover this level of stupidity. Well then, the court just take a... I don't want to take a recess right now! Ooh, if I have to stop recording right now... Because I don't want to record more than 2... Okay, alright. Can I make a save state at least? No.